Good evening, folks. I'm out in my backyard at home again today. I did not realize just exactly how loud those cicadas were until I got back here to start recording. So hopefully they're not too obnoxious on the video, but today I'm going to be working on an odd little propane lantern that I bought last fall. And here it is. It is a little single burner propane lantern, no markings on it that I can see anywhere. Actually, there is. There's something right there. Let me grab my flashlight and see if I can see what it says. C&L? It's got like a... I'll see if I can get a picture of it with my cell phone and edit it in. But it's got like a shield, like a coat of arms, like around the outside, and it says C&L in the middle of it. That doesn't really narrow it down a whole lot for me though. Even the cell phone camera doesn't pick it up worth a darn. But when I bought it up at the Cornstalk Lantern get-together last fall. And when I bought it, when I was looking at it there, I was saying, boy, that sure looks like a Dietz Vesta globe. And I'm going to show you the similarities here. Now that I've got them side by side, it's not quite as identical as I thought it was, but it is pretty close. First things first, I got about a half a bottle of propane here. Let's thread it on there so it'll stand up. And then let's see if we can get the bail off. The bail has like little wings on it that go through the okay, well, the whole thing's coming apart here. There we go. There, now that it's all popped apart, it's got little tabs that go through there. And the way that it fits together, once it's locked through there, it can't come back apart until you line it up perfect again. That's pretty interesting. The vent, the only thing that holds the vent on is these little side arms poke up through there, and then the bail goes on. There's no nut, nothing else holds it together. And at the bottom of these side arms, they just hook in there like that. So it all just kind of hooks together and holds everything together on it. Smell a little propane. Maybe I just didn't get it snugged down tight enough right away. So yeah, I saw this and it made me think of a Dietz Vesta kerosene lantern globe. And it says it's embossed, made in USA, and it's embossed with this horseshoe shaped little logo there, and it says NX inside of that. Well, on my old Dietz Vesta here, the globe on it says Dietz Vesta made in USA. It says USA down there, but on the back of it there's that same embossed like little horseshoe shaped thing with an NX in the middle of it. Now when I get them side by side here, they're not identical. I thought when I saw it there, not having anything to compare it to, I thought they were pretty much identical, but they're not. This one, out of the propane lantern, is taller. It's also a little wider at its widest point. The opening at the bottom is larger diameter, and the opening at the top is a little bit larger diameter. So it is just, in general, a little bit larger globe than the Dietz Vesta. Not exactly the same profile. So yeah, when I saw it there, just looking at it, I thought, oh, that looks just like a Dietz Vesta globe. But like I said, once I got it here where I actually have two of them side by side, I can definitely see that they're not the same. Let me go ahead and clean up these globes a little bit, because I'm gonna put this propane lantern back together and see if it'll burn. And then when I got the Dietz Vesta down out of the rafters of the garage to bring it out here for comparison, I can hear that it's got fuel in it. So I might as well clean up that glass a little bit real quick, and we'll light up the Dietz Vesta here. Let it burn for a while. Well, this one's gonna be, I don't have a long reach lighter out here, and this one's gonna be fun to try to get my fingers in here with this little Bic lighter to try to light it. There we go. There we go. We'll let the old Dietz Vesta sit out here and burn for a while. Guess I could tip that back up a little bit. But yeah, we'll set that off over here a little bit, and then we'll get back to work on this propane lantern. I'm not smelling propane anymore from it, so I think it must have just been not screwed down on there all the way right at first. So obviously this isn't going to take very long. There's not much to a propane lantern. That's interesting. I would definitely think that I ought to be able to here, yeah, it's not passing any propane. I wouldn't have guessed that. That is interesting. I would have never guessed that I'd have trouble with a propane lantern. They pretty much just work. I don't suppose that I could just not be opening that valve far enough. It does open up awfully darn far. Maybe I'm not cranking it open far enough. That's interesting. Just turned the knob right off the end of the stem. Either way, this thing is not passing any propane through it. So, with the limited amount of time that I have left of daylight out here, I think what I am going to do is just put this little oddball lantern back together. The day that this video comes out, I am also going to post some pictures of this on the Coleman Facebook group, and maybe even on the Tubular Lanterns Facebook group for some of the Dietz Vesta guys to see, and see if anybody has any clue as to what it is. And sometime when I've got more, oh, those are backwards. There we go, we gotta go that way. Sometime when I've got more time, I will have to see if I can get that apart and get in there and see why it's not passing propane. It's literally just a valve, so I don't know if maybe the here, I've already got it. Already got the stuff out here. I might as well clean up that vent. At least that way when on the day that this video comes out and I post the pictures on the Facebook groups, at least it'll have a pretty clean vent. There we go. So since this isn't going to be much of a video, let's throw this back together and I'll run in the garage and grab something that we haven't lit up in a while and we'll light a different lantern. Yep, those bales just pop in there and there you go. It's all put back together, nothing can come out. It is a cute little lantern, it's interesting. I definitely will, at some point when I've got more time to work on it, try to get that apart and see if I can figure out exactly what's going on in that valve. Because I'd like to see that thing burning. Alright, I'm going to pause the camera, go in the garage, pick out something that I haven't had lit for a while to bring out here and light up. Okay, we'll set this off to the side over here. I grabbed a couple lanterns while I was in there. I grabbed the old Sears avocado lantern. Let's clean it up a little bit. Boy, everything in my garage got dusty. This spring we had chickens in a brooder in there, and it is unbelievable how much dust baby chickens stir up when they're in a brooder. And it's just a stock tank. That's what I use for a brooder, but with a mesh cover over the top of it. But man, they stir up a crazy amount of dust. I need to find some paint that is a close match to that avocado green to touch up the bottom of this lantern. I'll have to look back and see when the video of this came out, because I ran it the night or the day that I made the video. Rooster thinks it's morning, it's bedtime. So yeah, I ran it the day that I made the video of it, and then the next couple nights I burned it and burned the rest of the fuel out of it, hung it up in the, that's still got pressure in it, that's a good sign. Hung it up in the rafters of the garage, and that's where it's been. I did not bring a funnel. I'll be right back. Okay, got a funnel. Okay, let's see how much of a mess I'm going to make trying to pour out of this. These crown cans with the plastic spouts on them are worthless. At least this one's not clear full now. Once they get down a little bit, they're a little easier to pour out of without spilling everywhere, but they still make a mess. Seems like no matter how I try to do it, it runs down that plastic spout and runs down the side of the can. Maybe if I go clear. Okay, that way it makes it a little better. Anyhow, that's probably enough. That's probably enough for tonight. So yeah, the next few videos after this one are not going to be lantern related, really, because today was my first day off work of 3 weeks of vacation, and we are getting ready. I take all this vacation time for the Midwest Old Threshers down in Mount Pleasant, Iowa, and we are getting ready to start hauling stuff down there We'll take our big white enclosed trailer down this Saturday, and then that's 2 weeks before the show actually starts. But the next few weeks I will be working on getting stuff ready for Old Threshers, getting stuff hauled down to Old Threshers, spending the week down at Old Threshers, and then getting everything back home. So the next few weeks of videos, probably the next 3 or 4 weeks of videos, will be Old Threshers related, because I will be spending all of my time getting stuff ready, getting stuff hauled down, getting stuff set up, unloaded, all that stuff, and then back home and put away. So that is what the videos will have to be, because that's what I will be doing. That wasn't too bad. Open that valve up all the way. She lit right up. I'll look back and see when this video came out. I kind of feel like it's been about 6 months-ish, but I could be way off. I'm not sure. So I'll look back and I'll add that into the video, when it was that this was burned last. And I also just grabbed the old Coleman Northstar, because I figured I already got a propane cylinder out here. So we might as well light this one up. I haven't had it lit. Well, same thing. I haven't had it lit since I made the video on it, so I'll look back and see exactly when that was. I burned it half a dozen times right around the time that I made the video, and then it got put back in the case and put on the shelf. I feel like the last time I lit this, I just stuck the lighter right in through the vent here to light it, because this is an old enough Northstar that it does not have the self-igniter on it. Newer ones have igniter built in. Let's go ahead and we got push in and turn. Yeah, I got to push it in. Okay. And that sucker is bright. Nice and bright. All right. Got the old Northstar, got the old Sears avacado, and the old Dietz Vesta here. I'm going to let all 3 of these sit here and burn for a while. It's got to be pushing 8 o'clock now. Yep, 7:50. So it'll be dark here in another hour. I'll let all 3 of these sit here and burn, and we'll come back out and check on them after it gets dark. All right, it's good and dark out here now. All 3 of the lanterns are still going. Shut off the Northstar, let it start cooling down. I'm going to give the old Sears avocado a few pumps here. and we are going to go right over here and put the chickens away. We're already out in the backyard, pretty close to the chicken coop. Looks like they're all inside for the night. Alright, I'm going to shut off the Sears avocado lantern also. I'm going to take both of these gas lanterns up and put them away in the garage real quick. Okay, and for the Dietz Vesta over here, yeah, you probably can't really see. I've got my little swing that's out here in the backyard, and it's got a nail right up there on the corner of it. We're going to hang that up right there, and I'm just going to let it hang out here and burn all night tonight. So, alright everybody, thanks for watching. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please consider subscribing. It's free for you and it really does help us out. Hit the like button, that helps out a lot too. Leave a comment. If there's somebody you know you think might like this video, share the video with them. And come on back next week. We'll have a video of something here for you to watch. Thanks again for watching, folks.